We're coaching another player today who is named Guardian OW. He is a tank player of many varieties, but this match was so close that there was one misplay at the end that I felt we have to watch this one in specific. Okay. Okay, let me go back here. I'll say slight issue number one. There's nothing wrong with using the heal wall aggressively. I do that all the time myself when I'm playing Groot. But you kind of just give the enemy team a shield and incentive. Like, they shouldn't be going low ground, but they take this as their incentive to go low ground. I mean, you're gonna get the good position off of it, but definitely you could have like tried to wall inward this Groot and do like some heavy damage to him. Remember, this wall takes a long time to break, and look what they got. They got magic, cloak, Thor. They're not breaking it too fast. So I would try to wall in this Groot next time. If he's smart, he'll wall himself up, but you'll still like do so much damage to him that you're gonna hold them back. Okay. Yeah, you gotta be a little more mindful of your team here. You are running Mantis. This is a kind of a scary pick to play Groot with, because Groot requires a lot of heals just because of his lack of mobility. So something like Mantis isn't usually very ideal. Mantis Warlock, yeah, that's not a team I would run Groot with. You can make it work, of course. You just gotta remember, like, you have to be like perfect on positioning if you're gonna do that. Because like if you're running Groot, then you probably want something like this guy has, where he has Rocket and Cloak and Dagger. They can just spam heal him all day. This guy's chilling. You're playing a much more dangerous game, so you gotta be very careful. Careful on Groot. I know you guys are respawning, but remember, lack of mobility. Corners are something. Edges, corners, whatever you want to call them. Turns are something to be very careful about in this game. So what you're looking at right here, this is what I would call a corner. You know, like a corner. But the reason why corners are such a problem is because you have a Mantis that's back here in this area somewhere. She cannot curve her heels around. Rocket and Cloak and Dagger actually can, so that's pretty cool. But Warlock, his heels won't bounce off Thor because you're not in his LOS, but at the same time you're fighting an awakened state Thor. Now Groot is pretty good into Thor in a team fight, but in a 1v1, Thor is going to win every time against Groot. He just kind of out options him. So right now, you're in big danger if this guy really like decides to turn up the heat on you, because he has his support right here, and he has a magic to follow up. If they both just start double meleeing you down, like he pushes you, and this guy jumps in, they could honestly insta kill you here, even with that Warlock. These are very good walls. And what I want to see here is like a use of high ground in a sense. Maybe you'll do it here. Okay, so this would be a good time, especially now during a cloak ult. Way Groot can kind of get around this is, take example, these walls right here, right? This side is pretty good for this because it has walls everywhere. You can place walls just like he did, and then stand on top of them, and basically use this whole area as one big elevated surface. So you could quite literally make like your own elevated platform, this whole surface right here, and just walk up here and just tick people down and stuff. And you don't really have to worry about missing out on heals because you're up in the air, so you're going to be able to get heals. Now if they have like heavy hit scan, then sometimes this is going to be a difficult play to pull off. But they're running Magic, Thor. I guess the Hela might be a threat, but she's not going to insta-kill you as long as you're getting heals. You have enough health to be able to out-heal a Hela. Very good ult combo out of you. It's really strong on this site because it's perfectly shaped for it. Alright, overall pretty good job with that fight. I would have liked to see you abuse height a little bit more there. I'm not too sure what the game plan is. Oh, you're pre-walling them. Okay, I kind of like this. I like the ambition. Yeah, you know, that was a pretty good play, actually, yeah. Say this, you could use your normal walls a bit more. These are on cooldown a little bit. You want to have them on cooldown as little as possible. Honestly, just bank on Adam res and try to die there, in my opinion. There's no point in fighting on 100 HP if you could come back, get res, get healed, and go back on 800. Yeah, this is just a concept you gotta watch out for regularly. Just here, you can see you're stalling and stalling and stalling. You already have 2 teammates dead. You're guaranteed your own death here. You're not getting to a health kit in time, and even if you do, magic is still killing you. Just stand there and die. It's like the same thing as when a Hulk player jumps off the map because they know they're gonna get C9'd. I mean, because they know they're gonna get staggered. Just die. Nice, good pick on that guy. There was a little more here. Nice. Again, because of the scenario, every time you enter this point, it's so condensed and good for you that you should just go up to high ground. Just go up on this wall. Go up on that wall, camp that wall, place your own walls around the thing. Just spread them out. Spread your walls out pretty far. And then just start spamming away. Also, another benefit, you do have Groot ult here. It'll give you a perfect shot for that no matter what. Even if they were running like shield tanks, so just get it right over.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Little extreme for one cloak and dagger. Alright, at that point. You should body block for your Punisher. His shots are gonna go right through you. Just go stand there. You're not gonna die. Your healers are up here. I don't know why I didn't point this out earlier, but just saying, you guys completely threw this. Like, you won the fight, and this is exactly what not to do when you want to play on hold. You guys all just stayed point, and I am mainly pointing the fingers at you because you didn't really walk up the staircase. If you guys set up on that staircase, you and Thor stood up in front and they just put the Punisher turret right there, it would have been impossible for the enemy team to touch. Good pick, but you're making a very dangerous play here. Adam's looking at you, but Adam most definitely is not out healing a good Punisher. This guy is missing a lot of shots on you. They have infinite ammo. You just stick around this area right here. I would not walk it down at him the way you did. A good Punisher is going to murder you, and in fact, I'm a little bit confident that you're about to take a heavy amount of damage, so let's see what happens. You know, you don't get punished for it because this Punisher is actually horrible.
Judge, jury.
Okay. That Punisher's ult got canceled. They're a man down. You should take this opportunity and get super aggressive. Just run this down. Like, stop about there and just start walling up this whole area. They're not really going to be able to walk in without sending in Thor alone, like solo at first. You just use the space that enemy Punisher just granted you. This goes for every tank, of course.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area! Help, friends!
I am Asgard's might! Watch your tail, Simon. I am Groot!
You do this a lot. You gotta be more careful with your Groot Namor combos. And I'm gonna give you the guideline on how to get like perfect Groot ults every time, the better ones. So let's look at where you're aiming, right? You're facing practically directly at this Groot. In fact, his shot is making a line of how close you are, right? So when you're going for Groot ults, remember, it pulls. So never aim directly toward where you want it to land. Aim more to the side. If you aim to the side, I think you grab 3 here. 100% you grab 3. And it'll make that Namor ult even more valuable. Oh, you might have even grabbed Panther if you did that, actually. No, you would have had 4. But instead, your Groot ult crashes into this guy and he ends up basically tanking it. And you're probably... yeah, you're gonna kill both. But you could have practically forced a team reset right here. Okay. When this happens, don't stop after the first wall. So you place 1, gets deleted. By the way, your walls get broken faster when they're like not up right away. Like once they're fully stabilized, that's when they gain all their HP. So that's why that one got shredded so fast. But you could have also placed your other 2. Instead, you only place 1. A teammate dies. If you placed all 3, you might have had more of a chance to live. Again, you don't have exactly a pocket healers here, but maybe if Adam could have soul bonded, maybe it was on cooldown, and if you stalled out that little bit of time, you guys would have lived. You should be walking up here more, or giving them the opportunity to like push down our spawn. I know you're getting like pinched; it's an awkward area, but this Thor's Luna already left when he was there, and then these guys are over here, right? So actually, let me get a better angle. You guys just did that. You farmed 68% off the enemy team, right? So with them coming from down here and them over here, you gotta pick a side and have your team commit to it. And there was only Thor here, so this area wasn't really a threat. So I think you should just brawl the enemy team down here for this space. Because now that you walked back, I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen is they're gonna end up holding you guys down in spawn. So right here, you guys end up becoming the luckiest players in the game. For whatever reason, the enemy team just walks away. For future reference, if you have the chance, you hold this area right here for as long as you can. This goes for a lot of the King of the Hill maps, but in general, you want to end up holding the entrance to the map and not the actual points itself. I don't know why they walk back over here, but they basically just giving you guys the point right now. So don't do that in your own experience, but take up the opportunity when enemy teams like this decide to. This is an example of a spot where I would put up my wall, stand on top of it, and play my own high ground. They have the cloak ult on the point, you can avoid touching it. On top of that, you'll get sight past these 2 tanks. How did I just do that? They'll get sight past these two tanks. Say, for example, you're standing on top of this wall. Groot's probably about this tall. You'll be able to shoot that Luna Snow with no problem. You'll be able to shoot the Thor with no problem. You'll be able to shoot the Groot with no problem. You can hit everybody on in the map, like on there with no problem, and you're still holding the space at the point for your team. You're brawling the tanks too much. You have a Luna ult up right about now? Personally, yeah, your Thor has the right idea. I would have been with Thor, probably stopped around right in front of this tree, and just harassed this Cloak and Dagger and this Luna Snow while your Luna Snow keeps the rest of your team up back there, wherever they are. Like, if your Luna Snow's keeping your team up over here against that single magic and the Thor who's already dead, you should just be killing the backline. The entire point of why your Thor is on them and why you should be there too is because you killing supports is the best thing you can do in the game, period. Especially when you have a Cloak and Dagger Luna comp. This game right now is quite literally is revolving around support ults, defense ults. So the more you kill them, the slower they build their ult. If you kill them now, like your Thor is going to do, they don't have a chance of getting an ult and stalling out this point. Now, neither of them have their ults at the moment, but Luna's close enough that it's a threat and that she should be killed. Okay, playing a little bit of high ground. Interesting. I know this is counterintuitive to everything I just said, but I don't really like this angle up here. I don't like this height up here. If you want to play height, just go up here. Just staircase your way up here. Because then you can stand here, spam your walls. You don't have to worry about getting broken down. You could spam your walls and shoot them. This honestly would be a pretty good angle. This is basically just like a downgraded version of that angle your teammates are playing. This staircase definitely reaches high enough for you to stand up here and just walk over there. Nice. Alright, good old setup. We gotta be more proactive though. So, this shield goes up. Shield up again. You take a little bit of a while to start hitting there. You got a freaky looking hit. You take a while to start shooting them. I know it's an insta-kill, but with this shield, now you have to break that shield. Your whole team needs to start spamming that as fast as possible. Just literally yell, break the shield, and start spam shooting that thing right down. Focusing the wrong targets here again. You're walking backwards, you're giving up space. As long as you're not playing inside that ult, you're good. And this ult, unfortunately for them, as long as it kept them alive, but it kind of sucks on the enemy team's part that they had to use it. The ult itself wasn't innately bad. Alright, so you could stand over here and still hold this area, and you'll hold their supports. So what's gonna happen if you do that is this Groot is probably gonna turn around and try to save his team, which is exactly what you're doing, which is why you're losing space and they're walking toward the point. The concept goes, if their tanks walk past your tank, okay, if your tank walks past you, then you turn around, and then when you turn around, you try to help your supports. Your supports have to heal each other, so you don't get healing, and the enemy DPS kill you. In this scenario, that's what's happening, and you want to make that happen to the enemy team. Yep, and that's exactly what happened. So basically, you walked back. You wouldn't have been in this group ult. I think if you and Thor were pushed up, your supports would have healed each other enough to live against this Groot ult by themselves. But instead, they also had the magic on them now, who wouldn't have been if you guys were putting pressure on this backline back here. And they end up getting a 4K out of this. Unfortunately, that res wasn't fast enough. It was too far, so we don't get that one. Alright, so this is an awkward scenario you're in, right? Oh, there's an arrow still here. This is a bit of an awkward scenario you're in, right? So what's happening is your entire team, your team is playing wrong, but you're playing right. Okay, I'll say this, you're actually the only one on your team right now who's playing this right. You're holding the point, they're getting dove, so they're running back. When you're getting dove, I know they have magic ults and everything, and Thor in there. When you're getting dove, they want to walk toward their tank. Maybe that was a little bit scary because they had the ult in, but you need to like communicate to your teams to walk together, because you guys would all at least be having one fight for point, and you have a support ult up yourself. So what is the point of moving back? They're popping support ult to have you lose a fight, because now you're already half HP when you're running this group for no reason, and they're wasting their ult and their time back here when they could be on the point. You're not using your walls enough. You have every wall of cooldown right here, and you don't place one to try and kill this cloak and dagger with it. And now she's gonna out heal you. No, that you just did not place enough walls there. You didn't place any at all. You should have been placing your walls. You probably would have gotten a kill. This is a very good group. I hope you already have a wall behind them. 2, actually. I hope you press your ult here. Nice.
I am ready to put on a show.
Okay, yeah, you are getting worked by this Thor. You gotta realize that he's not gonna get off you, and Thor beats you in the 1v1. So what you gotta start doing is wall yourself upward and try to like make some escape and juke this guy out. If you can just wall up with your big wall and then drop behind it and then walk toward your supports a little bit, you should be alright, because you're gonna cut him off of yourself. It's probably gonna go over, but then by then you're gonna have help from your supports. So fighting Thor is really awkward 1v1. You just need to call for help.
Behold the god of thunder!
Oh, I need assistance.
Okay, you're failing to take space here. You and Thor are kind of just idling and standing. You should just be walking. Your whole team's alive. You especially, at least Thor is up. You're just kind of stalling here right now. You're quite literally just stalling. Walk up, scale up, use your walls to scale up. They don't have any major wall shredders. You should be able to take space in this map. In fact, you actually took so long. You took so long that what ended up happening is this team recognized that, took advantage, and they walked up. So they played horrible earlier when they gave you the other space, but now they're playing really good now by walking up and contesting this area, because you and Thor didn't exactly walk out. Go for ult here. Again, you're not... You need to get into the habit of one or two things. So, when you're Groot ulting, what you gotta start doing is either look for high ground or make your own high ground, or aim past the enemy tanks. You could have most likely... I'd say you could have grabbed 3, but you might have been able to grab 4. Realistically, you can grab all 3 of these guys. Groot will stay out of it, but your damage boosted Luna against a team that's getting full pulled, this guy's gonna die. 100%. That's not my eraser. That guy's gonna die 100%. And then after that, you just kill everybody in the ult, because he's gonna die so quick. But instead you aim too close again, so you only grab Groot and no supports. Oh no, you get 1 support, but you could have had you could have had 2 supports there, 100%. Yeah, you would have had 2 kills. And they probably would have wasted the Luna ult for it anyway. So you need to start like looking to aim past people and not at them.
Rise, my friends!
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Not using our walls enough here. Again, we could be doing so much more damage to this group. And now he does what you're not doing, and you're probably about to get cut off from your heals. That's exactly what happened. And he aims to the side, actually. Yeah, this guy's kind of doing everything you're not. Look. He aims to the side of you. And he grabs your Luna and you. If he aimed at you, he would have only grabbed your Luna. But now, because he played that... I'm going to be honest, he played that really well. You're probably both dead. Yep. And that right there is the ending fight.